Hello students, today we are going to see this new chapter, chapter 15, e-commerce. Okay, so in this topic, in this chapter, we are going to see about what is commerce and what is e-commerce, uh, and history of e-commerce and different types of e-commerce business model and revenue model. And we are going to see the difference between e-commerce and traditional commerce, and we are going to understand the advantages and disadvantages of e-commerce. So you all know, since you are an uh, accounts background, what is meant by commerce, and you can see that e-commerce plays a vital role in our day-to-day life. Due to the advancement of technology, commerce uh, has become the main role in uh, commercial networks. Okay, so here you can see that what is the definition of e-commerce. Okay, so e-commerce is currently one of the most important aspects of internet era. Just like the words email, ebook with the prefix e stands for electronics. Commercial co- commerce and internet makes a e-commerce. Okay, it is also allows the customer to exchange goods and services with no barriers of time and distance. Electronic commerce has expanded rapidly over the past few years and is predicted to accelerate. E-commerce can be described as the process of buying and selling products and services or information via computer networks. Okay, so here you can understand what is e-commerce: buying or selling products or services through computer net- networks. So the products may be tangible or intangible. Okay, tangible means physical products. Intangible means software products like copyrighted, patented, and uh, communicable. Okay, so movable products. Okay, so this is goods and information. So e-commerce building blocks. Okay, e-business building blocks. First is you need the infrastructure, network infrastructure, and you need the multimedia content and publishing, messaging and information distribution, common business services, information. Okay, so with this you can uh, do these are all the basic infrastructure or hardware that you need for developing e-commerce. Okay, first you need the services and then you need the network. Okay, so your goods may be of products or information or service in a tangible form or in an electronic form. Okay, so here it is described clearly. Goods means mobile phones, digital camera, clothing, accessories, anything. Information means subscription of newspapers, scientific journals, television channels, etc. Services means like matrimonial services, placement services, and even you can see that online courses now comes under this services. Okay, the tangible form means digital camera purchased by customer from online shopping website, which might be delivered at the required address. So this is tangible form. Electronic form or intangible form means the product will be downloaded to you as a software or a document or a file. Okay, so a music album or a software downloaded from a website which might be delivered to you in a electronic form. So how this e-commerce uh, evaluate from the olden days to till now? Okay, so e-commerce is not a completely new type of commerce. The dawn of e-commerce starts few decades ago and continue to grow exponentially. So it's first emerged on a private network in 1970s. Okay, so you can find the e-commerce in 1970s itself. Okay, electronic data interchange and teleshopping uh, together paved the way. Okay, of e-commerce. So the history of modern e-commerce is closely twisted together with the history of internet. Okay, e-commerce become really possible when the internet are open to commercial use. The online shopping started to grow when National Science Foundation opened the internet in the public to the public in 1991. So in 1991 onwards, the e-commerce is growing exponentially. So since then, business has started to take up residence at websites. So here you can understand the internet has provided new commercial potential not only for the larger organization but also provide a sustainable entry point for small and medium-sized enterprises of e-commerce. Today, e-commerce is no longer an exclusive demand of larger organization or private network. Even though e-commerce has been existing since few decades, it is recently sustained significant growth. It is because the internet has transformed from its auxiliary communication medium of academics and larger organizations to an extensive communication medium that extended nearly all parts of the mainstream society. Integrated with the commercialization of internet, personal computers, and e-payment system together made e-commerce flourish. So uh, this is the timeline of various events in e-commerce. So you can just read it and you can understand it. So here you can see that these are all the development and growth of e-commerce. The first wave of e-commerce, electronic commerce, is from 1995 to 2003. The dot-com companies of first wave are the most American companies. Thereby, their websites were only in English. The dot-com bubble has attached huge investment to the first wave companies. As the internet was mere read-only web and network technologies were in its beginning, the bandwidth and the network security was very low. Only EDI and unstructured email uh, remains as a mode of information exchange between the business. But the first wave companies enjoyed the first move advantage, and the customer has left with no options. So the second wave electronic communication, the it is the rebirth of e-commerce after the dot-com burst. The second wave is considered as the global wave with the sellers doing business in more countries and in any language. The translation and currency conversion were focused in the second wave websites. The second wave companies used their own internal fund and gradually expanded their e-commerce opportunities. As a result, e-commerce grew more steadily through more slowly. The rapid development of network technologies and interactive web offers the customer more choice of buying. The increased web user nourished e-commerce companies during the second wave. Now the third wave is brought on by the mobile technology. Okay, so now they have moved from the computer technology to mobile technology. So each individual person can be easily connected to the business. Uh, it connects users by mobile technology and for real time and on demand transaction can be used in this mobile technology. It connects user by mobile device for real time. Real time means current time. Okay, and on demand transaction. Not only the information is filtered by time, but also the geographical coordinates are used to screen the specific location, tailored information properly. Okay, so here you can understand that uh, a specific content can be posted to particular person based on their location and based on their identity. So these are all the development of development and growth of electronic commerce. So the next is the classification of e-commerce business model. So you all know business to business, business to customer, business to government, customer to business, customer to customer, customer to government, government to business, government to customer, government to government. So these are all the different classifications uh, of the e-commerce. So two business can communicate with the e-commerce. Business with the customer can be communication with the e-commerce. And here you can see that business with the government. So this can be done by e-commerce. And the customer also can communicate with business with e-commerce. So and even you can see that these are all the customer to another customer by using feedbacks. Okay, so here you can see that customer with the government and government with the businesses can be done using just by using this uh, website. Okay, ebis.government.in is a website that is given as an example for government to businesses. Okay, so government to government, one government organization can communicate with another government organization. So these are all the websites. Okay, so affiliation site, price comparison website. Okay, so these kinds of website compare the product with the different site, and they will post you the difference. So here you can see that Apple Mac of 13 inches and dual core has compared the price of three websites. Okay, and you can see that the difference is shown here, and and here you can see that there are some auction sites. Okay, so and even you can see that uh, this ad banners. Okay, so these are all the ad banners. Just by clicking on that, you'll be um, taken into the particular website. And this bulk buying sites like alibaba.com. So this website will have the everything you need. Okay, just you have to click on the bulk buying sites. Okay, you can order in a wholesale. Okay, in a bulk order sites. Okay. mm. And here you can see that these are all the digital publishing sites. So your ebooks can be viewed on this digital publishing websites. And Google search is another option. For this you can use this Google search for any kind of open university. Okay, now comparison between traditional commerce and e-commerce. So here you can see that traditional commerce is buying and selling of products and services physically. but in e-commerce um, you'll be buying and selling in an electronic way. Customer can easily identify authentication and take and talk to the merchandise. Neither customer nor the merchandise see the other. Okay, so face-to-face communication is now not in a good way. Okay, so in e-commerce, physical stores are not feasible to open in all times. It is always available on all time and all day of the year. So these are all the some difference between traditional commerce and e-commerce. Okay, products can be inspected physically before purchase, but products cannot be inspected physically before purchase. Scope of business is limited to particular area, but here in e-commerce, scope of business is global. Okay, vendors from all over the world can purchase and sell their products. Resource focus uh, supply side, resource focus on demand side here in e-commerce. So in traditional commerce, business relationship is linear, but business relationship is end to end in e-commerce. Marketing in is one-way marketing, but one-to-one marketing is available in e-commerce. Payment is made by cash, check, or card, etc. But here in e-commerce, payment system is mostly credit card and through fund transfer. Most goods are delivered instantly, uh, but here in e-commerce, it takes time to transport goods. So here are some advantages and disadvantages of e-commerce. So you can read it and find it. Okay, it is a very easy chapter. You can just read it and find the advantages and disadvantages. So with this, we are finishing this chapter. Uh, if you are having any doubts, please contact me. Okay, thank you, students.